Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a review / tutorial on one of the palettes from The Vault by JACLYN and MORPHE. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people know there's been a lot of things going on with this Vault collection. There has been people saying they're getting old palettes, they're getting really bad eyeshadows in their palettes, they're not swatching right, they're not performing well. Overall, it's just not good. So I thought today I'll review them for you and see how they really perform, if they're really bad, if they're good, and just things like that. So yeah. So out of the 4 eyeshadow palettes that The Vault has, I'm going to be reviewing just one, the Arbor Gorgeous palette. To me, that one looked like something really fun to play with, very fall since it is the beginning of fall, and just something I could create a really cool and easy look with. So yeah, just stay tuned. Okay, so before I show you all the eyeshadows, I'm just going to show you the packaging. So this is what the palette looks like. It just looks like this. Just really pretty, and it really looks really pretty, glamorous, but really like calm and like elegant. So going into the actual palette, this is what it looks like. Here it is. It has a very nice mirror and of course the 10 beautiful eyeshadows. They look really amazing. So let's see how well they perform on the eye. So the first shade that I'm going to be using today is this shade right here. It is named Access and it just looks like it would be really pretty to start this look off with. Okay, so for the first shade, I just took this really big fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics and I just popped it right into my crease all over. And so now we're going to go in with the second shade. So for the next shade, I'm going to be using this one. It's this really, really pretty orange shade and the name is Secure and it just looks like this. So with the shade Secure, I'm going to be applying it right under where I put that first shade and yeah. Okay, so for my second shade, I took the shade right here. It is in the name Secure, and I applied that right under where I put the first shade. I used this brush, which makes it more easy and more precise to get it right under where you want it. So then I'm just going to go back in with the first shade and kind of blend the two together, and I'll be right back. Okay, so for my third shade, I'm going to be taking the shade right here, this really pretty green shade. It is in the name Top Secret, and I'm going to be applying this into my outer V. Okay, so I just took the shade Top Secret, which is this pretty green shade right here, and I applied that into my outer V. So now to blend it out, I'm going to be going back in with the second shade, this really pretty orange shade right here, and the name Secure, and just blending that out. Okay, so now for my lid shade, I'm going to be going in with this really pretty shimmery shade. It is named Coin, and it's super pretty. Okay, so here's what that shade looks like on my finger. It's so beautiful. I love it, and so we're just going to be applying that all over the lid. So I just applied the shade Coin to my lid, and now I'm going to be finishing up the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back to tell you how I feel about the palette. Okay, so I finally finished doing my face makeup, and now I'm just going to tell you all my thoughts on it, some stuff that I noticed when I was doing my eyeshadow, and just things like that. So yeah. Okay, so the first few things that I noticed was that there was a lot of kickback with the eyeshadows, with both the light ones and the darker shade. Another thing that I noticed that I hated was that when I went in to use that pressed kind of glitter shimmer shade, it didn't really show up on my eye at first. I had to keep, putting my brush in there and keep packing it on just to get it to look decent. Whenever I did swatch it on my fingers though, it looked really nice and I was really excited to use it, but then on the eye it did not perform well, which is what I had seen on Twitter, some people saying, but I was not too sure until I actually tried it and it was true. I mean, the packaging is beautiful. All 4 palettes are really beautiful. They all look like they're put together really nicely, but they don't perform the best. Another thing is that the eyeshadows were not blending together really well. I used different brushes, different brands, just stuff like that. They weren't really blending together well at all. It was actually super hard to get these 2 shades. The first 2 shades I used to blend well so that there was no harsh lines or anything. One thing I do have to say though is that when I applied the green shade, it blended out super nice, but that's about it. So usually after you go in with any shade on your lid, you want to go back in with the shade used in your crease and just kind of blend it out a little bit. Well, with the kind of pressed shimmer glitter shade, it was not blending out, which I've never ever had that problem before. It was really, really difficult, and I was there for about 10-15 minutes just trying to make it look decent. So yeah, that's my final thoughts on it. Yeah, I mean, they look really pretty in the packaging and everything, but it just didn't perform well. It's not my favorite eyeshadow, and I do not recommend it. So save your money, and yeah. So I totally forgot to film an outro to this video, but I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you all enjoyed and have a nice day.